right, so this is week 2 lesson. Again, I'm just going to show you how to get to everything on them we're talking about, and we're going to go in detail about your Triple E lesson plan. I know that it seems overwhelming and daunting, but it's not. We're going to walk through this, and it's all going to be okay. So scroll down to week 2, and you have your Tech Integration Lesson Plan 1. We're doing 3 of these. This first one is going to hopefully be the smoothest for you, as all I want you to do is take a previous lesson plan that you have typed and submitted for another course. I'm giving you permission. I'm telling you to do this. We're going to add some technology. I want you to get familiar with the Triple E lesson plan and integrating technology. You have the document right here. And if you scroll down the page, you have the rubric for how I am going to grade this. You need to have your standards, just like you do in any lesson plan that you do. And I want you to give me ISTE and or state standards. I'm in Texas, so that would be TEKS. You guys are in PA, that would be Common Core. Whatever it is, if you plan to teach in a different state and you want to get used to looking at those, I'm fine with you using any state standard. Just please identify them, whether they're Common Core, so CC, whatever it is. And Texas, it's TEKS, T-E-K-S, and you do the standard and everything. You need to have your objectives. Again, should just be like any other lesson plan you've done. Students will be able to blah, 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 blah. Okay? You need to have your anticipatory set. That is, how are you going to open this lesson? How are you going to activate that prior knowledge for these students for this lesson? How are you going to get them excited about this? In Texas and Science, we use 5E. So this would be the engage portion of the 5E. There are lots of different lesson planning models out there. This is just another one for you to see and be exposed to. Your materials, you need that in any lesson plan. Your procedures, so what are you going to do? I want it written out step by step. These should be detailed enough that I could give them to another teacher and they could teach this lesson. You want to do that to help you out later. Doing this now helps future you know exactly what you wanted to do. Okay, so very specific. Okay, we're going to spend 5 minutes doing blah, 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 blah. Teacher is going to be doing this. Students will be doing this. Those kinds of things. Planned use of technology. This is where the Triple E framework comes in. Okay? You want to end up here in this last column that exceeds expectations. Most of you right now are probably going to be needs improvement or meets. We will get here. I will be giving you intense feedback, very direct. I may be doing some screencasts over your lesson plans and walk you through exactly what needs to be done. We may do a Zoom conference one-on-one and talk through it. I will get you here, and I'm more than willing to meet with you one-on-one prior to you turning anything in and looking over it and telling you where you can improve it. I want you to do your absolute best, and that's what I'm here for. You need to have some sort of assessment. You know this for every lesson. You need to be able to assess how the students are learning this material. Where are they? Grammar and spelling, please use Grammarly. It will work in anything that you do online, and it will check all of your grammar and all of your spelling. And then you need to have a closure. How are you going to close your lesson? All right, so let's go back to this planned use of technology portion. And I'm going to show you 2 different ways that you're going to do this. I'm going to show you the one that you're going to use just to look at technology that you're going to use for an assignment or a lesson, or you plan to use with your kids, and when we're reviewing for our blogs. I'm going to show you that one, and then we're going to go into the lesson plan. This is what I want to see you do for your blogs. Okay? It's engagement and learning. Does this technology allow any of these things? It's quick, yes, no. No, it does not allow me to do that. It kind of does. Absolutely it does. Read the statement. look at the tool. Does it do that? Simple, easy. Again, each one of these is read the statement, no, kinda, yes. Do all of that for that one tool. Then you're going to tally all those up. You're going to get your total. You want to be in this, you do not want to be down here at the 9 and under. Okay, that's kind of not really. We don't want to be there. We want to be in this, absolutely yes, this is a great tool to use. It's going to engage your students. It's going to enhance their learning. It's going to allow them to extend beyond what you would get normally. This is what we want. We want those everyday connections. We want to help them dig deeper and to learn more. Okay? So this is going to get you to those higher levels of Bloom's. That's what you're aiming for when you're teaching your students. You want to see how far can I push them up that Bloom's chart. How deep can we go in the depth of knowledge? Those kinds of things. So you want to be in this 10 to 18 range. If your tool doesn't meet that and you still want to use it, I'll talk to you about some ways that you can then kind of give them a little boost. So this is really simple. Answer questions. No, kinda, yes. Technology motivates students to start their learning process. No. A little bit, absolutely. That's it. So you're going to have to play with these tools to be able to answer these questions. And that's why I'm having you review them, because if you're going to play with them, you might as well review them and provide other people information about these tools to help them make better decisions in their classroom. All right, so that's that one. Now we're going to spend the rest of our time here. I'm going to walk you through. This is exactly what the template looks like. Okay, I have it downloaded here. It's a Word document. You guys know how to do this. Student, teacher, that's you. Give your lesson a title, grade level. What subject is this? How long is it going to take? That's what time frame is. Is this going to take 3 days? And tell me, what do we mean by days? Is this like 3 45-minute blocks? Is it 3 30-minute blocks? What is that? So give me a time frame. Be very specific with this time frame. All right, let's go back to this one that's filled in. I'm going to show you one that's filled in so you get to see what it should look like. So goal 1. So here are your learning goals. These are Common Core, math, blah, 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 graph proportional relationships, blah, 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 blah. How will they be met? What are the students going to do to meet these goals? Tell me, okay? This is where your ISTE standards come in. These are your tech goals. Okay, and then how are they going to do those? Just like you did for your content, your standards. All right, so then this is the first part. Here are your ISTE. This looks like it's so long, okay? It really does. It says it's 11 pages down here. I know that seems long, but this will help you really get your technology integrated, not just, oh, look what pretty thingy. We don't want that. Here are your objectives. Here are your materials that you need. Okay? You need to list everything. If every student needs a black pen, then you need to have black pens for every student. If you need a laptop, put that in there. If you need a projector, put that in there. If you need a 3D printer, put that in there. If everybody needs iPads, put that in there. Everything you need, your students need in there. You can never put too much information here. Lesson overview, just quick, this is what we're going to do. How is technology going to play a role in this? And I know I said I'd show you the other one, but it's not in this exact order. Because now then we're going to get down, here's your lesson overview. It is there. This is what they're going to do. Here's how we do each one of these. Here are any other goals that they do. Here are the materials that they need. Everything. Got it? Here is that lesson overview. And I will post this. You will have access to this in the class so that you can go back and look at it and refer to it. It's also on the EEE website I've asked you to look at this week. All right. So here are their tools. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's learning goals it should meet. Here's how it's being used. That just means like individual. We're going to use it in groups. We're going to use it as a whole class. And then they have these questions. And it's, look, can technology allow students to focus on assignment learning with less distraction? Technology allows students to focus on assignment activity goals with less distraction. It's the exact same thing that's here. Just instead of it being in this document, it's over here in columns. And it's for each one of these. And it's how many does it have out of each one? You see some of these are a 2 out of 6 for on-task stuff. All right, so remember I said I would show you some ways that you could boost up something that has a lower score. Here it says less than a 4. It says consider adding in instructional moves in the notes to help push the scores up. And then some instructional moves are listed in the rows below, and they are. So those instructional moves include giving them a guided practice, modeling thinking, how to navigate it, like I'm doing right now for you all. I don't know, it says 22 pages up here. Breathe. It's not that bad. Okay, so you have teaching moves. That's these down here. Do a software tour. I do, we do, you do. These are things that you guys will do in your class. When you're teaching a new concept in your class, whether it's math, science, English, whatever, you're going to model for your students first what you want them to do. Then you're going to give them time to do it together. Then you're going to release them to do it individually. That's I do, we do, you do. Okay? You're going to monitor your students. You're not going to send them and let them go do whatever they want and check on them 30 minutes later. So these are all different things that you can do to help boost it up. These are the features of the technology tool. That again, that's this second one. Okay? It's this enhancement. And you're going to read through. Oop, went too far. And whatever it is. And again, your teaching moves to help boost those scores of low ones up. And they're always listed for you here. Always. And then how does the technology extend those learning goals? That's this right here. Okay, those are these 3. No, somewhat, yes. If you want to do one of these for the tool before you put it in your lesson plan to help you be able to get through that, do it. If you need me to walk you through it one by one, I will. Send me a message. We'll get together. Teaching moves. Okay, lesson setup. What do you need to do before your students start using these tools so that they are successful? Do you need to make counts for all of them? Do you need to create an instructional video for them? Do you need to charge batteries? Do you need to install apps? Do you need to set anything up? Those kinds of things. That's what you need to put here. And how are you going to assess the activities happening through the tools? Are you going to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing using the tools? And then you have your procedures. Teacher or students, teacher. And you can break it down. Here's day 2. Here's day 3. Okay? And this part down here, this is exactly just like any lesson plan that you put in. So sometimes it helps to put this in first and then do all this crazy stuff up here last. I hope this helps you. If you have any questions, email me, message me through Canvas. I will set up time with you to go over this one by one or to look over yours and give you extra help. Have a great week.